Okay, I'm here with Joel Trickey, the superintendent, of course, of the course operations. And I've known Joel for a long time, but a lot of you new members may not know a lot about Joel. And so I'd like to first welcome you to Carleton TV. And Joel, just tell us a bit about yourself, where you grew up.
Well, I've been here this is my 27th season here at Carleton. So, and where I grew up in Ottawa. I am an Ottawa boy. I don't live near Ottawa. I live down near Westport, Ontario. Should I be looking? Oh, sorry. Do I edit this? Should I look at the camera, or do you?
No, it's okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm new to this, everyone. Sorry, I'm not a TV personality. But no, I grew up in Ottawa, and I went to Nepean High School, and then after that, I went to University of Toronto, and I played football for 5 years at the University of Toronto. I had a tryout with the Hamilton Tiger Cats in 78, and I was with the Toronto Argonauts in 78, that would be 84, and the Argonauts in 84, 85. I was one of the last cuts, and played all the exhibition season, and then they got rid of me, which is maybe in the end, the way my body feels right now, probably a good thing. I didn't play too many years in the CFL, But then when that failed, it was kind of a funny story. Not funny, but my brother Malcolm Trickey was a golf professional, and he was a golf professional at Cataraqui for many, many years. And before that, he was on the Canadian tour, and so he was not doing well on the Canadian tour, and I wasn't doing well, and football was cut, and we decided to get in our own business, and we had a business for 5 years, cutting wood and logs and pulp and. So then that wasn't sustaining itself either in any way. And I got into the golf business. I just took a job at Smith Falls Golf Course under Tom McPhee. I learned a lot under Tom, and Malcolm has been in golf, and golf has been in my family for my whole life. My dad played, we went to Myrtle Beach every year. We played with him in the golf. So I've been golfing since I've been 8 years old, it's been always in my family. So then when I got thinking about golf, and the business was gone, and I thought I might want to get into the turf side of it. I just thought that might be interesting. I couldn't see myself behind a desk. In university, I took commerce and economics, and my brother and father were accountants, and I went into the accounting office and thought, what would it be like there? And I think I spent 2 hours there, and no, I can't be behind a desk my whole life. So I thought getting on the golf course would be great, and it's been a fantastic career. I've loved every minute, and I still love it. I'm still here. I'm 61 years old, and I'm not tired of the golf business, and I love it. It's preparing the golf course for play, and doing a good job and having a great condition is one of my greatest joys of my job. And so that's where it all sort of started. I got in, worked at Smith Falls. I got really lucky. I worked a couple of years there, and I got really lucky. I got the superintendent job at Perth. They were looking for a young guy. They couldn't pay a lot of money, and it all just I really learned a lot there. You make a lot of mistakes, and you learn from those mistakes. And I tried to get the job at Carleton the first time, but they hired another superintendent. I was still young, and then when he left, the job came up again, and I applied, and I got the job. And I remember sitting right here in this dining room with Charlie Hobbs and Rick Morgan talking about the job, and it seems like a long time ago, and I guess it is. This will be my 27th season here, and they've been all great ones. It's been a real fun ride, and I hope the members appreciate me, because I certainly appreciate them. So.
Well, Joel, that's an understatement. The members just love you. So you came to Carleton 27 years ago, and boy, the rest is history. The course has been fantastic. Joel, I want you to comment kind of on your thoughts about the state of the course right now, how we wintered, and how things are going presently.
Well, I think really, and I've had some old members come to me and say they think it's the best shape they've seen it, and at this time of year, and I might almost agree, we wintered very well. All greens, the greens came through. We've had good greens before coming through, and we also had bad ones, but this year they came all through very well. But even fairways and tees and rough, everything, where there's very, very little hydration damage or winter kill or whatever you want to call it. So I really think we really wintered well, and we're in not mid-season form. The greens are not putting at the speed they need to be yet, but we've been so cold, we're not down to our summer height, and that will only improve. But I really feel positive how we are at this time of year for May. Are we May 11th to May 10th today or 11th? 11th today, and so I think we're in great shape for that time, for this time of year for sure.
Great. Now, as you know, last year at the AGM, they passed several new initiatives that involve the course, and you're directly involved with those. Could you take us through those new initiatives and perhaps give us some timelines and when members think that they will be accomplished?
Yeah, I think we went to our green committee. We have some money allocated, some capital money for course renovations, and that was allocated from the annual general meeting. The Green Committee met and trying to figure out where do we want to go? What do we want to do on the master plan? It's going to be master plan work by our architect Ian Andrew, and what do we want to tackle? It's been a lot of debate about what the first things we haven't been able to do much in the last 5 years or more because of the ash. We have had to deal with the emerald ash borer, and over 400 ash trees have come out of this golf course, and that's been our main focus of spending, is trying to get rid of all that. So now we're pretty well at the end of that, and now we can do some master plan work. And I think, so we hemmed and hawed, and everyone has their different ideas, everyone does. But I think what the focus is now is we want to phase in the plan, and we're concentrating on bunkering. We think we've all decided, and I'm one to agree, that our bunkers are our weak point right now. And I think that they need, and it's not that they were bad bunkers, it's just they're over 20 years old. They were rebuilt 20 years ago, and while I was here, and it's just time. It's just time to reshape them, and also to have them according to Ian's plan, because for the more strategic and shot value of the whole is to moving greenside bunkers in a little bit to create more of a carry and some more pinnables behind bunkers. So we thought that we needed to upgrade our greenside bunkers, and so we thought we'd start with that and work on Ian's plan, and by either removing or it's most of the reshaping and repositioning that greenside bunker, and in doing so you create the more mounding, and you fix the new sand, and you fix the drainage, and do all those things you do when you redo a bunker. So this year we've decided what the proposal was to work on a few holes and a bunch of greenside bunkers, and we actually talked about adding some fairway bunkering to add some different shot value, that just so it's not all just greensides. So the holes we're proposed to doing this year are, number one, the greensides on both those greensides to be done. As we all know, the left side of one is a terrible area. It's very wet and it's very tough, and we're going to try and move that path further away so it's not right beside the green, and fix that area, and then change the positioning of that bunker slightly, and the same was on the right side. 7 was another one, the greenside bunkers, to change those positioning. And then we get into the back nine. 11 was also the greenside bunker, to fix that. And then 13 was the bigger project. We're going to remove the left side bunker. According to, if you ever get a chance, it's on the website to take a look at Ian's plan. This is what we're going to do: is remove the left side greenside bunker, and bring the cart path all the way around the left side of the green, from the left side, and come and hook up to the 14T, so we get away from that traffic area on the right side of that hole, which is, we have trouble growing grass over there. So we're going to remove the left side bunker, remove the back bunker, and then reposition the front right bunker to cut into the green a lot more, and so they'll have that pinnable location behind the bunker, and so that will add, the shot value will be increased on that hole. And then we're continuing that plan. We're going to add 2 fairway bunkers on the yardage, will be determined by Ian when it comes out. And so there'll be 2, the trees on the left side of 13 will be removed, and there'll be 2 fairway bunkers to give interest in. And now you'll have to think about something when you're on the tee, because the comment about 13 is, for many people, it's just sort of a nothing hole. It's just there. There's nothing. So this might add interest and add some actual thought process to go when you stand up on the tee, and you've got to, can I carry the bunker, or I got to be careful of that bunker now? And so it'll give it much more value. And the other hole we were going to do is 14, is to rejig the greenside bunker and remove that back bunker that no one's in ever, and it's not a great bunker. So that was the proposal. The timelines of that, I'm working with my contractor. We're looking, it's availability. I think if anybody knows anything about trying to get any contractor, even for your own house, things are backed up. It takes time, and so we're looking at where we are right now is early June to mid-June, starting this work. We have to get Ian. I want to get Ian here. Ian's away for most of May, and he'll be here. He'll be able to come in June and map out exactly where he wants these things to go. He will, and our contractor, hopefully between early and mid-June, we'll get going on some of this work. I don't know how it's going to go, and I don't know what kind of weather we're going to get, whether it all gets done in one fell swoop, or maybe we are able to do some of it and then come back in the fall. I'm not sure. That's the vagaries of working in the outside on the ground. You just don't know. If it, we're in pouring rain, we can't do much. So anyways, that's the sort of the timelines, and I think it's a good thing. And this way, by doing the green sub bunkers, the problem with doing piecemeal work, like doing a hole and a bunker, if you do all the green stuff, then at least we're all consistent, and they're getting done, because sometimes you might not ever get them done if you're trying to do all different things. So this was the plan. This is what the thought process was by the Green Committee, and everyone seems on board. And I think it's exciting. We'll just start to see some different traps and different shot value. You'll see it'll be different strategy when playing our holes.
Okay. Wow, that's a great update. Great update. Listen, today was the first day we had the full range open. We've had some issues with drainage on that. Is there anything that can be done this year with regard to drainage? Because it does, the back of the field there is really bad. So.
Right, and we know that, and it is a drainage issue. There is drainage in the driving range that was put in probably. I'm thinking now, I say probably 15 to 20 years ago, and there's a main line that runs down the length of the driving range on the tree side, and it has to be plugged full of roots. And I have a quote, and so I just don't know whether it can be on this budget year or we're going to slip it into next year. But the Green Committee knows it must be done, and it's necessary to be done. We have to trench a new line, and we'll have a company come in and trench a new line and hook up the laterals to it to be able to drain the water. And that's definitely what the problem is. We know that, and I think it needs to be done, and it will be. I'm just the timing of that, I'm not completely sure, and that. Whether it can happen this summer or even if it can slip into next fall, maybe. If we get a dry summer, it won't be an issue. Once it dries up back there, it's usually pretty hard and it's usually okay. If we have a really wet summer, it could be not so fun. But so I'm hoping for a dry summer.
Joel, this has been terrific. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Well, the only thing I want to add is I just want to thank all the members for allowing me to spend a lifetime career here. And I get the question all the time, you're retiring. I'm not retiring yet. As long as you guys want me here, I love being here. So I'm not ready to go, and I'm still enjoying every day that I'm out here. And I hope you're I just love the support I've been given from the Carleton members for 27 years. I just want to say thank you.
Yeah. Joel, you're not allowed to retire, so forget that idea. Thank you very much. I really
Thanks, John. Thank you for
taking time for your busy day, and you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.